SD card readers are very, very important to any sort of creative workflow because in terms of video or photo or even audio, SD cards are used pretty much anywhere in the world of being creative. Cameras use it, film cameras use it, no, film cameras, video cameras use it. A lot of audio recorders use SD cards. It is a good, cheap, super convenient form of storage medium that you might use for your PC setup or for your creative setup. So having a good SD card reader is really, really important. And it's important not just because you are going to be using SD cards a lot, but also because of a few other reasons. So one of the reasons is that a good SD card reader is going to make sure that you don't lose any files. A crappy SD card reader might have a poor connection or corrupt your files on your SD card, or even break your SD card. Now that's very unlikely, I know, but there is a chance if you're going with a really cheap, crappy, wish.com special SD card reader, then yeah, there's a chance that it might do stuff like that. But so having a good SD card reader isn't going to be too expensive. It's going to cost a bit more than usual, but it's not going to be too expensive, and I think it's a very valid investment for anyone working with a lot of SD cards. On top of that, a good SD card reader is going to save time on your workflow because you don't have to sit around waiting for your SD cards to read onto your PC and transfer onto your PC. So you basically save a lot of time there, and that saves you money, honestly. On top of that, some SD card readers like the SanDisk Image Pro that I'm unboxing here can read multiple cards at the same time. I can read both SD and micro SD cards at the same time, which I think is a great bonus because I have both micro SD cards and SD cards in use currently. So having the support for both is just convenient and it's just great. And lastly, a good SD card reader, has got to be of decent build quality so it can withstand some knocks and bumps, because SD card readers are the kind of thing you want to be bringing around and having with you because it's so convenient and so crucial to doing work. Now the SanDisk Image Pro is the one I chose here, and the reason I chose it is basically it fulfills all three of those criteria really, really well. It transfers files really quickly. It's USB 3, and yes, it's not USB 3.1 or Thunderbolt, USB-C, but it is still USB 3, which honestly for me is good enough because while I'm shooting 4K, I still do not need that big of a bandwidth to transfer that much files, so that's fine by me. But another feature it has is that I could read multiple cards at the same time, which is really, really, really nice. It really speeds up my workflow, and of course it's of a good build quality. Even the cable it comes with, a USB 3 cable, is of decent build quality, and the device itself is very nice. There's a red LED, it's soft touch plastics, and it's got a good heft to it. It feels like it could withstand a few knocks or so. So yeah, that is why I chose this SD card reader in particular, especially over the Kingston alternative or the Transcend alternative, which were the two main options that were the alternatives to this device when I was buying it. So there you go. That is the SanDisk Image Pro SD card reader. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please like it and consider subscribing. If you didn't, you know what to do. And comment if you've got any other SD card related tips. I don't think there's many. Thanks. Bye.